Radio today. Also, 250 radio stations across the country and around the world. The fantastic, world-famous KJAG radio broadcast is on the air. And you can join us each and every Sunday at 2 Central, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard, and, of course, 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com, 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island, KFRK in Denver. And for a complete list of all the stations, go to our website, JiggyJaguar.com. We have got two great guests joining us today here on the big broadcast. And from time to time, we let the guests do their own introductions just in case I miss anything. So, Ollie, jump in there and give us a little bit of an introduction on you guys.
Okay, great. Hey, man, this is Ollie Collins III and Adrian D. Jones, man. I mean, and he can tell you what the D stands for. And Collins and Jones is what we're called.
That's awesome. So, Collins and Jones join us today here on our big program, and they are absolutely amazing singer-songwriters, all the various things that they've got going on. So, talk to us a little bit about how you guys got started doing the music thing.
Well, I've been in music all my life. This is Ollie Collins III. Ever since I was very young, as kind of a protege, won scholarship to University of Southern California under Yasha Heifetz, violinist, great violinist I got to meet actually a long time ago. And, I learned the various instruments, piano, voice. My grandmother was a music teacher. My whole family was in music. And so I played voice. I teach voice, piano, guitar, violin, and bass, as well as play those instruments and sing. And songwriting, I got into that. I did Javier Colon, the winner of the first winner of The Voice. So I did a song for him on Capitol Records, which did well, scored well, and did on Billboard, that is to say. And so, I just have a lot of musical experiences, and I enjoy teaching music private lessons for some 12 and a half years. And Adrian, he is a great music director, and we both have experience in writing, a lot of experience. And he directs the church musically, and we do songwriting together. He can express more of what he's about himself. But that's a little one-page overview for me, and that sort of thing. I hope I didn't toot my own horn so much.
We have got two great guests with us today. They join us live, Collins and Jones. So you guys have been doing a lot of great music, a lot of incredible music. How did you guys get together as a group?
Well, Adrian came as a student to my school, and we're actually cousins-in-laws. His sister's married to my first cousin. And the first encounter actually was in the men's room. We just bumped into each other, weird. Hello, I teach music, And I extended to him a card, and from there, he's been studying music here several years. Excellent student. And he really knows what he's doing. Let him express himself a little bit here. I hate to be a hog at all. Take care.
No, we just happened to meet at a local event here in Mississippi, and I knew of his family. Even his cousin taught me music back when I was a child, and our families knew one another from the community. And so it just happened, we bumped into one another at an event, and while there was a break going on. And I had a desire to try to get back into music as far as like just sharpening some skills. And asked him about, did he have any openings? And so we kind of hooked up. And then from there, we just started working on some songs, putting some ideas together. And then from there, we were able to compose a few songs, and rest is where we at now.
That's awesome.
Man, that sounds good to me. I like that.
That is incredible. We have got two great guests with us today. They join us live here on our big program. So we are going to go to your first song here, Make It Away. Tell me a little bit about the writing process, production process. Just give us some details on Make It Away. Collins and Jones.
Yeah, well, you know, the process is pretty natural, man. It's very natural. We just integrate. We're both strong on lyric and music. It's like a hodgepodge, man. You know, he'll come up with a riff, and I'll come up with a line, you know, or chord structures. You know, it just integrates very well. It's like I don't know, a little this, a little that, salt and pepper. You're done. Yeah,
That's
pretty
awesome.
much.
That's awesome. Well, before we go to the track here, how do we get in touch with you guys online, buy your music, everything?
Hey, listen, you can get us anywhere. Collins and Jones, Macon, Maki, in with an apostrophe, away. Collins and Jones, Macon, away. It's on every platform, iTunes, YouTube, anywhere you want it, man, we've got it. So it's no problem there. Actually, if you take a look on YouTube, you'll see a couple of handsome guys there, you know, just hanging out, you know, thinking of ways to be making a way, you know.
Fantastic.
That sort of thing, you know.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do this. I'm going to place you guys on a brief hold here on the telephone, and we are going to play this track. And this is amazing. It is Collins and Jones. It's Making a Way, and it's this week on KFRK in Denver. And, of course,
confess that I've been blessed. You were there for me in ways I could not see. And when I needed a friend indeed, you were always on call, never left me at all, making a way for me, making a way over and over again. He keeps making a way for me. I know he will.
That is Collins and Jones, and they join us today here on our big program. So we are going to go back to the old Skip Skype and get them back in here. Collins and Jones back with us here on our big broadcast that was making away, and they join us today here on our big program, KFRK in Denver. And, of course, our good friends over there at 990 WBOB in Rhode Island, of all places. So, gentlemen, talk to me a little bit about some of your musical heroes and influences.
Oh, man. Now, you touched a nerve right there. I'm thinking Smokey Robinson, man. I was sitting here just fantasizing about writing for Smokey. Me and Jones here, I do a little impression of him. It's just the fact that he's lasted so long with the same little cruising voice he has. I do a little impression of him sometimes, like, she's a clown when no one's around. Oh, things like that. I just do that. Just fantasize sometimes that way about Smokey actually doing one of my tunes. I know that came out of nowhere. It might wind up nowhere. I'm not sure. But it happens like that with me sometimes. And this is Ollie speaking, by the way. I wouldn't want you to misunderstand Adrian. Adrian would do something like that.
So Adrian, what are your musical heroes and influences, sir?
Probably like Marvin Gaye. I like the Isley Brothers, and I've recently just started going back and listening to like Earth, Wind and Fire, like the bands. By me being a 90s guy, I love R&B, and listening to some old Tony Tone, the band structure that they had. I like their sound as well, and it's hard for me to get into a lot of the newer stuff, but I'm a 90s R&B guy, so I definitely like those groups from back then and some of the band sounds from that era.
That's awesome. We have got Collins and Jones who join us today here on our big program. And so what is the feedback that you guys get to your music online?
Well, man, it's all love. It's all love, whether it's, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, or whatever, any outlet you have, any, place we've been to play live. It's all love. This is what we want music to do. We want people to feel real love, because we put real love into it. We want to get real love out of it from the listening public. And what good is it if it doesn't, really present something that's worth, having, which is life and love. I know that's a big statement and all that, and what the world needs now is love, sweet love, but actually it's what it truly needs, is that more of it continually. And that's what we get out of it, really, is just that.
So tell us a little bit about Celebrate Your Life. We're going to play this track here in just a few moments.
Well, this is a personal deal with me. This is Ollie speaking. I had an estranged spouse, my wife, mother of my daughter, my one and only marriage, one and only child out of that marriage. She passed all of a sudden, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. It was this summer, and, I just kept getting messed with to do this song by something bigger than myself, truly. So I had to let it release and go for it, because it was inspired by her. Her name was Sadie, like the song Sweet Sadie. Wonderful lady. Just irreconcilable differences and moving forward. We were civil human beings and, enjoyed each other's presence as well as our daughters. So we, still had a family clique there. Now, to move forward, I had no idea she was as ill as she was. And she just passed on me, left for another world. And I says, it's inspired by her, this song. But anyone who has known someone in this life that cared for them would enjoy this. Which what are we saying? This is everyone. This is what we're saying. And which that's what it is. That's all I can say. I still have feelings for it, compounded right now. But they released once I sung them. But just looking at it in retrospect, it was just a tragedy that turned into a treasure. A tragedy that really turned into a wonderful treasure that everyone can enjoy. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to do this. We're going to put you guys on a brief hold here on our program, and when we come back, we will have more with our fantastic guest, Collins and Jones. Right now, it's Celebrate Your Life.
First met you, I know now as I did then, you were special. A loving life upon this earth, gift of God who left us, but we all must leave this place someday. He gives and he takes away. With all the love I have inside, I do celebrate your life. With all the love we have inside, we do celebrate your life. To think the day would truly come that you would leave here before me, but God's will be done. Who can question it? I know you're in a better place. I know again I'll see your face there within heaven's gates, sweet by and by. With all the love I have inside, I will celebrate your life. With all the love we have inside, we will celebrate your life. With all the love I have inside, I will celebrate your life. With all the love we have inside, we will celebrate your life. I want to help you celebrate your life. We want to help you celebrate your life. Oh.
That is Celebrate Your Life. Collins and Jones this week here on 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island. We're going to go back to them. They join us live back here on our program, Collins and Jones. And they join us here, 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island, and also KFRK in Denver, as well as the rest of our radio network. And so, gentlemen, before we let you guys go, what is next for you guys as artists?
Sky's the limit, man. Honestly. I mean, we're working on more material. We're doing live things. This coming year, we're doing the live circuit, and we're working on material for that now, actually. And so we just want to do more for everybody musically. Doesn't matter the genre. I mean, our thing is urban, indie inspired, So, I mean, anything that's, people and independent and that uplifts you, even if you have to go through a drop to get up, So that's what we're about. Make it feel good, making people really feel good and getting that return, giving it out and getting it back.
Fantastic. Well, I really enjoy the conversation. Look forward to doing it again sometime. Gentlemen, have yourself a wonderful rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, guys.
You too, James. You're the best. Take care.
Appreciate it, guys. There they go. That is Collins and Jones. We heard their hit Making a Way earlier on our big program. So that wraps it up here for this segment. We are going to take a brief time out. When we come back, we have got more coming up. It is the world famous Jiggy J.